my people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl ezinnemwilliams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. It's the last day of the month of August and I am excited because in about 7 days it would be my birthday. Yes, 7th of September. I am so excited for this. Yes, guys, but that's not why we are here. We are here because we want to talk about some discussions that went down last night in Big Brother's house. I'm talking about the whole thing that happened between Kola and Imisi. Are they really siblings, as people love to call them? Is there something deeper, feelings that are deeper, that are brewing, that a lot of us have not really been observing? We are going to be dissecting all that in this video. So let's start. First things first, they had their party. Let me not lie to you guys. I actually dozed off at some point during that party. I slept off. I don't know why, but I just feel like the DJ was not really given to me. Anyways, let's dive into Kola and Imisi's wahala. So Kola was a bit crossed with Imisi because he felt like she was doing too much with him, and she was trying to explain to him that, see, you will not, like, one thing I don't like is you disrespecting me. And he was like, how am I disrespecting you? And then at some point, the whole friendship, there different friendships came into the conversation, and it was a lot. But we thank God that at the end of the day, they also came back again and they resolved it as they usually do. Now, Imisi also did something. She went to, she had discussions with K-Bobo. She also had discussions with Ivata. And basically, she was talking about how Kola came to her and told her that Dede had, been angry of the time that he has been spending with Imisi. In fact, she said Kola told her that Dede was not really comfortable with the amount of time Imisi was spending with Kola, or Kola was spending with Imisi. And because of that, she decided to give him space. Now, when at the party, she never really interacted with him that much, and she told him that she would give him space, and that of course caused the whole blowout or the crash out that we saw in their conversation or in their argument. Now, the question that is begging for an answer: did they actually tell Kola that he's spending so much time with Imisi? And two, am I the only one that sees that feelings don't enter this friendship? Maybe it's just me, maybe, but the way I'm looking at it, it looks like, Imisi has really fallen for this guy. It looks like Imisi really, really likes Kola. Does Kola see Imisi that way? Honestly, I do not know. Because there's been conversations in the house. The other day, it was Doris and Dineri talking about how Kola had reduced Imisi to just being his cook, his personal chef. And we also see Kola saying that Imisi should not be cooking for anyone else. And even when she shares, the food she made for both of them with maybe someone like Koyin, he's mad about it. Now, that we know is because he is kind of like in this secret competition with Koyin. And I'm not even sure that Koyin knows that there is a competition. Maybe he knows and he just wants to act oblivious to it. Anyways, back to Kola and the way he sees Imisi. To be quite honest, as Doris has said during the truth and dare thing, and he was asked who Imisi is to him, and he had called her his personal chef. For me, I found that kind of weird. Like, you could say something else. I don't know if he said something else, but from the conversation between Doris and Dineri, that was one thing they pointed out. And they actually said that you have reduced a fellow housemate to your personal chef. Also, why I am a bit skeptical about that relationship, especially coming from Kola's angle, is because Kola is a person that is moved by what people say. He cares so much about appearances, which we've seen time and time again. In fact, at some point in a conversation he was having with Imisi, he actually asked her, what do you think that people would think about their friendship, that is unusual or something of that sort? Paraphrasing here, yeah? And honestly, if you are my friend and you keep saying stuff like that, it just makes me think, like, are you with me, or you are concerned about what people are going to say? And you know that Kola is somebody that is really, really obsessed about how people see him. So at this point, I do not think honestly do not think that the feelings are mutual. Coming from Imisi's end, she has seen her person, even though I feel like she has fallen for this guy, but I also feel like she has seen her person in the house when everybody was against her. This person stood for her. But coming from Kola, honestly, I do not think that his intentions of friendship toward Imisi is genuine. You can counter that in the comment section with your reasons. Yes, guys. Now moving on. Did Dede actually tell Kola, you are spending too much time with Imisi, and I am not okay with that? The answer is yes and no. Yes, because they actually had that conversation the days before. I think it was on Friday on that swing. How did that conversation come about? Now, Kola, I mean, in his usual self and usual way, came at Dede telling her that he was displeased about so much time that she has been spending with Koyin. Now, to counter that, Dede has responded to him and said, you have your own person. You spend as much time with Imisi, and what is the issue here? Now, that was a conversation that was had. I think it was on Friday. Now, for Kola to change the whole thing, take out the whole contest, and then tell Imisi that Dede is not happy with so much time that I'm spending with you, that is where I have a problem. I honestly do not think that Imisi was lying about, Kola telling her what she had reported to K Bobo and Iveta that he said. I don't think that was a lie, but the lie for me is that Kola actually misconstrued what was said and painted it in his own way. And I also remember that there was a conversation that Kola had with Dede, where he also implied, in fact, he said, not even implied, he said that Imisi is like talking about how he's spending so much time with her, Dede, and not with Imisi. Now, if you don't see the pattern and the problem here, then I don't know what else to say. I feel like this guy is being very, I don't want to use the word manipulative, but I feel like he says one thing to another person, then says another thing, maybe the same thing, but in a different context to another person. Why? I do not know. That is why when people say that, oh, Kola is a simp, Kola is naive, Kola is this, I'm just looking at them with one eye like, the Kola that I have seen display in this house is not in any way naive. He knows what he's doing. And for me, I will say what I said from the beginning. He came in with a plan. And I feel like he came into the house trying to get that drama to escort him. And it wasn't really happening because, I mean, the girl he was chasing was not really giving him face. And then there are other two guys in the picture. And I feel like now and I feel like he's trying to create this drama around him. And I feel like, again, it will be quite foolish of the two ladies involved, that is Imisi and Dede, to actually believe the thing that he's saying without actually talking about it themselves. That is what I think about that. And also listening to the way Imisi talked about it, honestly, I do not fault her. If I were the one to, I'll feel a certain type of way. But then again, it's quite easy to be carried away and say, oh, why would they say that? But looking at things that had happened before, conversations that had been had between Dede and Kola, you will understand what exactly Kola is doing. He might be doing it knowingly or knowingly, whichever one, but honestly, I just feel like there's a lot of deceit going on with Kola. But that's my own opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. And before I go, those of you that have been asking, isn't it, where have you been? You'd not put out a video. Your girl has been under the weather. I could not even come out here to do any video at all. Like, I had cold and there's no way I would come out to do a video with that voice. Even now, I'm even kind of like feeling it a bit, but I mean, I'm better now. Thank you all for checking in on me and for basically caring about me. I love you all. Till I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezinnemwilliams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.